Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay.
Oh my god.
How are you
Well,
like this? It's giving glow. It's giving skin.
it is. Everything,
Oh my god.
everything.
I love it. Okay.
Okay. Hi, Inka.
Hi, Yinka.
Yeah.
So I asked Chigozie. I told her like it's been like 2016.
Mhm.
So we went to uni together, and it's been 10 plus years for me. And then for you, it's been like 9 years, right?
Yeah, 9. I think maybe 8 actually. I think this year
Eight.
makes it the 8th
Okay.
year, I
So
think.
we're gonna do it then.
Versus now.
We're gonna do it then versus now. And then we have like questions we're gonna talk about and ask ourselves and then talk.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. And we're
number
going to
one,
be drawing and
what'd you
working
say?
well. So we're going to be drawing and working while we're
Yeah,
doing
we're
that
gonna
as
be
well.
drawing as well. And then
Alright, sketch.
while we what are you drawing today?
So I'm just making sketches because I'm trying to do more like daily sketches. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna be practicing that on here, and then I don't know exactly what I'm gonna draw yet, but I'll just like Google some references or something. So,
Okay, cool. So I'm
what are
gonna
you? What are you working on?
but I already started. I'm gonna do like this watercolor. I already started making this sketch, so I'm going to finish the sketch or try to.
It's looking tea. It's looking tea. It's looking
Like,
tea.
try to finish the sketch and then hopefully color it and something. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let's see how that
Yeah.
goes. Hopefully we
Inka
have.
said it's really cute. I'm like, yeah, it
Oh,
is.
thanks, Inka. Thank you.
Okay, let's start. Welcome
So
to. If you have any questions for us as well, feel
yeah, if
free
you have any questions for us, just leave it and we'll try to
drop
answer.
them. Yeah.
Okay. So should we do the first question on our list?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question is what are your views on being an artist
Mm-hmm.
then versus now? Then is like, let's say then would be like 2016 or 2015
Yeah.
versus now. So what do you
Mm-hmm.
what do you know now that you wish
I did then.
wish
Oh
you
my
knew
god.
then?
Then versus now.
Yeah.
So I will say that now I definitely know more. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, just all the experience and everything has been way more.
Yeah.
Um, but then I feel like there was a joy in not knowing as well.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like sometimes the more you know, like the more heavy it can feel, like the more like
Yeah.
burdens can come on you, all of that. Like I always say that I had like a lot more, like I had more, like I got a lot more imposter syndrome as I like knew more about
Mm.
like art and everything like that. But when I first started, I was just like, bro, I'm just having a good time. I'm expanding. I'm learning. It's all
No, like
good.
you're just like
You
you're not worried
know?
about money,
Yeah, like I
creativity.
was, I was,
You know,
yeah.
just like oh, just having fun, just following this path.
honestly, honestly.
Mom,
So if I could go back in time,
yeah,
one thing I would definitely tell myself is to like work on keeping that like intact. I mean, of course, I still always find myself like creating for the joy of creating and everything like that. I think it's like the most important thing. Like you just have to create because you're an
yeah,
artist and because of anything else. But of course, I have had times like when I faltered and just felt like, oh, not so great and things like that, and kind of maybe even lost the plot in a way. So I'll
mm,
just tell myself to like focus on staying on track, and that is one of the reasons I think I that was like what a lot of last year was for me. Like last year was a resting year, a
yeah.
back to physics year. Like I started. One thing I realized was that I wasn't even drawing like as much as I used to before.
Doing as you would.
So yeah, like I have like like I have like so much works on paper, drawing, watercolor, everything, and somewhere along the way I just stopped like doing that, and that's
Yeah,
something I used to do so much like when I started. So
yeah,
I had to like tell myself, okay, we need to go back to basics. We need to go back to like sketching, just everything. Not
Mm-hmm.
everything being so like deep, 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 deep all the time. And I think I've achieved that. Like now I'm like still in it. So I'll
Yeah.
definitely just tell myself that. Like I'll go back to tell myself that. Like look, I know that we're doing everything else, but remember all the basics. They're super important. I would also tell myself to. I would tell myself to read more about like the business of art and things like that because you know we went to Unilag and they don't teach you sports in Unilag like jack sports
Yeah.
and
They don't teach how to market scene.
see, like literally like I didn't even know this
Market scene and Bakoko.
bruh like literally I didn't even know that there was this whole
Hi.
world to art and everything like that. So
Yeah.
I would definitely go back and tell myself like just read more on the business of art, start like just integrating yourself into that world and all of that. I would tell myself to always be kind to myself, just like
Yeah.
take it easy, don't like all of that. Um, yeah, those are
I
like
mean,
part of the things I would tell myself.
true,
Okay.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for me, yeah, then versus now, like
Yeah.
I totally relate with like um trying to hang this on my shirt so I don't have to hold it all the time. I totally relate to like oh, I totally relate to like um just following the passion and like not worrying about like oh my god the business side of it. In as much
Yeah.
as I that side is also like important and everything, but I feel like when you create and then you have like you worry about that at the back of your mind, it kind of
Yeah.
hinders your flow of like creating and like what you really want to create. Sometimes
Mm,
it's kind of now makes you create for like, oh, are they going to like it? Are they not going to like it? Is it going to be accepted here? Like,
yeah.
and I feel like that just sometimes when you think about those kind of things when you create, you don't really create your strongest pieces.
Yeah.
So I would say I really do miss like I still do create for like I feel like now I'm getting back to creating for like the passion. Even though
Mm-hmm.
like later I can go and cry and be like, hey Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh like it's tomorrow.
That bro, like
But I feel
real.
like I'm not letting oh what am I going to do tomorrow guide how I create right now. So
Mm.
then versus now for me for sure. Like yeah, and I also would have I feel like I would have actually done more research in like the business side of art, to be fair.
Yeah.
Even though like it wasn't something that Unilag was heavy on, I would have done my own personal. But I don't know anything. I just that even like I was still struggling to paint. Like
Real. Actually real because like
like
life classes and
cause
everything,
what were they teaching you? They were not teaching you how to paint now.
bro, they
That
were
was
not
go out
like
to paint by yourself. So like I feel like yeah,
yeah,
basically
yeah. That's a
uh,
good one.
that's crazy.
That's a good one. And then I feel like also with just like learning about the business side of art,
Yeah,
it's like even with the business side of art, I'll say that I would pay even because when I was in school, right, like the way I learned how to paint was when I learned how to paint was during like I
universal.
proper, yeah. And the thing was that I had to let go of my school studies in a way, like my school
Yeah,
assignments and all of that, to focus on because when I went there, it
yeah,
just that was my first introduction, I think, to the business side of art, like that people are actually making, a
yeah,
living off doing this.
yeah.
Because in school they just didn't like nothing. As in they didn't say anything, they didn't like bro, like even the mediums we're using, just come to class one day.
I
Say,
swear, like I feel
this is
like
what you guys are doing.
thing, yeah. Like when we're in school,
Hmm.
everybody was using oil.
Yeah.
Like even the only person I I can think of that.
Uh-huh.
Well, she started with oil, but then she
Yeah,
switched because she was like having breathing problems. So she switched to acrylic.
yeah,
That was the only person, and it was
right.
because she was having. But every other person, like
Mm-hmm.
there was not even encouragement of like, okay, you don't have to use oil. You can
No, like, do you
do.
understand?
And it was just like full blown. If you're using oil, what I do here?
Honestly, like that's it's very
I
yeah,
was like,
very and oil is not even easy to start with because when I started off
no, like
painting,
not it's not beginner
bruh,
friendly or
it
but
is not like I hated oil when I first started paint. Like I really, really hated oil. I struggled so much with it. And it's so toxic as well. So like, the toxins and everything will just be like, bro,
yeah, true,
just not the best. So
true.
yeah, definitely that. And then also another thing I would tell myself if I could go back in time, go for more exhibitions. Like
Yeah.
just go for
Like and
more
apply
exhibitions.
things. Like do you know that we
Yeah.
didn't apply for anything when we were
Because
in
we didn't even know.
like
Like we had no idea.
we didn't even know how
Like
to write artist statements.
bro, like
It was when I finished school at what is artist
see,
statement? Like
right? I don't know, like literally, because it just goes back to like again like just the school you go to, like what they teach you and everything is
yeah.
it kind of is like what
Yeah.
So if as they were not teaching me, and it's not like I grew up with like art in my household or something like that. School was basically like my first proper introduction to art.
Yeah.
So you can imagine just going to Universal and being like, oh my god, wow, like all of this is happening. But yeah, definitely that. Like, go for more exhibitions. I think talk to more people, connect to more
Yeah.
people as well. Although I'm not like a crazy networker, let me be
Yeah,
honest.
like to be fair, I like they also like encouraged us to network.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Yeah. No, I
To me,
feel you.
like bad.
I feel you.
Because like
It was,
I feel like
yeah.
if I see that the crowd is too much, I'm not going though.
I'm telling you, like
Not
honestly,
for me.
honestly, to be honest, which is not a bad thing to be honest,
Which
because
is a bad
everybody
thing.
can, yeah,
I
like
also feel
everybody can
like
be.
networked more, but at the same time, I'm just like, mm, no.
I understand. I understand. Me,
Mm.
I just, my personal, I really can't be bothered. Like, I'm just, if I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the mood,
I
and
know, like, bruh.
sorry, sorry about that. So, but yeah, these are things that I will tell myself if I
Yeah,
could go back in
for sure.
time. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That makes
What's
sense.
our second question is? Should I take it?
Yeah.
Okay, our second question is: what is your favorite medium? What was your favorite medium then, and what is your favorite medium now?
Hmm.
So and it can also be mediums as well if you want to expand, if it's more than
Yeah.
one.
I would say, like, to be honest, yeah, like when I
Yeah.
went to Unilag, I didn't go to Unilag because I wanted to learn how to paint. I went to Unilag
Yeah.
because I wanted to be a fashion illustrator. I wanted
Oh,
to,
okay.
like, I wanted
That's
to do, like fashion, and I wanted to
yeah.
like do fashion illustrations,
Yeah.
and I went to Unilag, and the only thing that they had was tie and dye. I was like, ah,
Oh, that's cool. Eh? I'm not even talk.
I was just okay. What to do now?
Ah.
I'm already here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we now okay now like the first year. Ah man, I feel
Yeah.
like I really hated the fact that I had to do theater in the first year and the second year
Yeah.
go around.
It
Like
was what you signed up
I
for,
really
like.
hated it. Like why I came to do visual arts. Why exactly am I doing drama? Like it was so
Honestly,
annoying. Like ah.
yeah,
Now you
it
do
was a
overnight
lot,
rehearsals. Like I'm just like I should be painting. Like you should be teaching me.
bro. Like,
He hated those two. Like those first 2 years was like.
yeah, and
But
we're
then
doing music as
and then
well.
after the first 2 years, they don't even give you enough time, and then they tell you like, oh, you need to specialize in either you're doing graphics or you're doing painting,
Mm-hmm.
or you're doing
Mm-hmm.
or you're doing sculpture or something.
Or something. Yeah, yeah.
So for me, it
That's
was doing graphics and painting actually.
yeah.
Then the reason why I picked painting was because I was just like. this graphics. I don't want to be staring at my computer all the time because I'm already like,
Fair. And you don't want to be doing that.
let me do painting. And painting was
Mm-hmm.
nice. It was actually very soothing. Like I kind of like started to enjoy it when I went to Universal. Like when I went to Universal, Universal actually made me feel like okay, painting is actually not so bad. Like
Yep.
I'm
Same
do
here.
this. Did you get
Yeah.
that made me feel and then when I came back from Universal, like when you finish
Yeah.
Universal, I felt very
It's like a
like
whole new world.
because they were not teaching you anything. Like they just came and they were like, okay, oh, so what have you learnt with this your IT?
Mm-hmm.
Then you now do like
Literally.
when they finished me. You finished me. My confidence just went from like this to non-existent.
Yeah. Like the
I
kind of
was
teachers we
like,
had.
you know that in painting, in
Understand?
my painting class, right?
Yeah.
It does like they'll give you like a theme to go and
Yeah.
paint and then come back the
Yeah.
next week. I was always like I was always the lowest. Like if I'm not the lowest, I'm like on like the bottom. I'm
Oh,
always
really
every time.
great.
Every
Okay,
time
huh?
I'm never good enough. My
Bro,
work is
that's
always too
not enough for
simple.
you.
Yeah, so you heard Odipete.
Bro.
Please don't call him. Please.
To this. Because that's what, like,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
they
Odipete,
were.
Department
Maybe
of
they should
Creative Art
teach
to
me.
Unilag. Like it was
Maybe they
actually
should teach
like
me.
the only time I got along with Onipede was my writing. Like when I did
Yeah.
like art theory. And then it was
Yeah.
like, consider have you thought of have you thought of coming back to teach?
Instead of
Yeah.
actually
Yeah,
giving
I would say my favorite medium then.
me.
I kind of like oil. I feel like oil is very like you can easily blend oil
Yeah.
because I started with what did I start with? I started with oil and then I switched to watercolor and I really
Right.
loved like watercolor was like amazing. It was like a new discovery. It was like
Yeah.
wow. So this
That was good.
I did watercolor
What's
I
happening
switched
here?
to acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
I had my fun with acrylic. Acrylic was
Yeah.
nice. But acrylic was just not that girl.
Honestly, I
Acrylic
think the
is
same.
just not that girl. Like
I think the same.
just
Like,
like damn. Ah, and then I switched back to oil. Like when I
yeah.
discovered water mixable oil, I was like, nah, oil is oil for me, man.
I'm still waiting to be able to use that. Like, really.
It's like
Cause,
there's actually not enough in Nigeria because I know
mm-hmm.
even the ones I have, they were the ones Atwood had for like a long time, and like
Yeah.
they are even forgotten that they had
Yeah, they
it.
had
Oh
it.
God,
Because I've actually never like seen
yeah,
anything like about that at all. Like whenever I go shopping or anything like in Nigeria, I've
you won't
never
find
ever encountered it.
except to ship it or something, and it's way more expensive.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
guess it's like if you know, you know.
if you
Like
know, you
maybe the
know.
store has it.
Not a lot of people know like
Mm-hmm.
water vegetable oil exists. Like, and the reason
Yeah.
why because you don't need like you can wash your brush with water,
Mm-hmm.
but the
And then
dry.
that's bro, I need
I
that.
don't know how the science behind it, but it's amazing.
Yeah, actually I
Not
need to tap into that.
it's not very choking when you use it in
Mm-hmm.
like closed spaces, so it's really good.
Yeah, I need to
Right
tap
now,
into
I'm back to my watercolor. This is my watercolor oil. This my watercolor is like I don't know. I think now my favorite medium is still watercolor. Like it's very
right.
easy. I can just do it on my decks. I don't need a lot of space.
Yeah, that's honestly
Very
that's
easy.
like the best thing about it.
Yeah.
Cause like even
Watercolor and splash.
and gouache. Oh my god, I started using gouache like last year. And the funny thing is that I had gouache for a while.
But
I
you
just never
never use.
like and then I just started using it and it's like it's just so nice because it's kind of me my thing with it is that it's kind of thicker than
Yeah, stick out on watercolor.
watercolor, yeah. So I don't have to apply as many times over
Yeah.
like that I
Watercolor.
do watercolor. But if I still want the watercolor feel, I can still get the
Yeah.
gouache. All I need to do is dilute it.
Wash
So
it
it's
that
just like
time.
honestly, it's that girl. I agree. Actually, I agree. And it's a
Yeah.
game changer because last year I started working on the biggest size of paper that I've ever used to paint
Yeah.
with, which is A2.
Oh,
And if I was doing watercolor for that, like I
ah,
first started
oh,
actually with watercolor, like painting I was doing, I started with watercolor. I was like, no, I was like, this is insane. Like this is going to take me forever because I have so much ground to cover.
you
How
do
am I going
layer.
to cover all of this in
But
layers?
after you cover that layer, you have to come
Yeah.
back again.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, no, like I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like I can't do this. So that's when I now was like, okay, I have gouache. Let me
Let
test
me
it out.
try gouache.
And then it just like worked perfectly for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of gouache now. I mean I still like watercolor, but gouache just she's just doing it.
Like even me, right? Like
Yeah.
if I this painting I'm doing, right? I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
use watercolor for just the face,
Right.
and then every other thing is going to be
The
gouache.
gouache, right.
And like,
That's-
yeah, acrylic markers have been like they've been an amazing discovery. Like, wow. So what do you mean? I don't need to mix acrylic. I can just some
you
marker.
know,
Wow.
in Nigeria we're just suffering.
Life is not hard.
Like in Nigeria
Life
we're
is
really just suffering.
amazing.
Because the lack of access to materials is crazy.
Ah, my dear,
Like,
like it has been like a very good discovery.
yeah. I
Really
can't
love it.
wait, like I can't wait. And I love that for you also.
Ah, man.
I
So
actually
it's like,
love that for you.
but I feel like wash gets messy. In
Okay.
as much as try not for it not to get messy, it still gets.
Yeah.
So just having that compact acrylic feel is like
Alright.
so amazing.
Yes, right. I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, big.
How about you?
Um
Favorite medium to work with then versus now?
my favorite medium to work in. My favorite medium to work actually says the same thing. Oil.
It's still
So
oil.
when I started with oil, right?
Yeah.
I hated oil. Like I hated oil so bad
Mm.
because oil is
I
just
think
like
I remember
ah
your
man, I suffered with that oil. Like I really went through a lot, and I had to do like I started oil with like in school. They give you an assignment to go and do
yeah.
something. I was just like, what's going on here? Like nothing is mixing. Nothing
So
is
wait,
like
before oil, what were you using?
I was using I think we're using like poster color, acrylic, like nothing really like that serious.
Mm.
So this was like a whole game changer. I didn't know how to mix it. I didn't know how to, and they
Yeah.
don't teach you,
I feel like I also had that struggle. I didn't know how to.
bruh.
I was like,
And they don't give you like a crash
they
course
don't
in
give
it.
you a tutorial or you figure
Yeah,
out
they're just like you guys are going to
you
do
figure
oil
out
and that,
yourself, man.
bruh. So I really struggled with it. It was just like it was really a lot for me. Um, and then I had when I went for
How did
IT,
you? You had what?
that was when I went for IT.
Yeah.
That was when I kind of like I was taught how to use oil. The thing
Mm.
about oil is that oil is I have a hate love relationship with oil. Whenever I use oil, I
Yeah.
break out. That's the first thing.
You break out.
I always break out.
Oh.
So and of course I don't want to break out. I hate when I break out. I feel like the toxins are just too like they just affect my skin.
Mm.
It makes me like
That's fair.
sweaty as well. Like it just is oil. Like it's just very like yeah. But oil is I always say that oil is the best to use because I love the way it mixes. Like you can still like mix on the
Especially like
canvas.
when it mixes on the canvas, like how they mix
Exactly.
it. I love it.
Like honestly, it's so sweet. Like and then
Yeah.
I like the fact that it doesn't dry immediately. I kind of hate acrylic. Let me not lie. Like acrylic is kind of like my up, but I also love acrylic because I use like acrylic and oil together. Whenever I want
It's
to
a
cover
love and hate.
large space, I
Yeah.
always use acrylic because I'll be done faster with it, and then it can dry, and then I can reapply another thing. But for main things like acrylic just doesn't have that element to make it that
Yeah,
girl.
that
Like I
mixing
don't know.
element. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. And it dries too quickly, like for if I want to do
Yeah,
like a full standard painting. Like with oil, I can still think about things I'm
yeah,
putting on
like
my
I still
face.
change things before
You
they.
know,
I feel like
exactly.
put it there. You have.
Exactly.
Do you know you have 30 minutes?
Honestly, like I swear, like
You
honestly,
have 30 minutes.
bro, like literally, even less than like well, I get it. So like yeah, like
Oh my gosh.
so oil is still my girl. Like I haven't painted with oil though since for months now. Like for some months, I haven't painted with oil on purpose because I just got tired. Like I felt like a bit like burnt out. So what I
Yeah.
did was, and again, I wanted to go back to the basics. So I have not painted with oil in some months. I've been doing gouache, watercolor. I've been
Yeah.
drawing a lot. I've been doing digital art. Like I really went back, and that has made me so happy because
Yeah.
I also abandoned my digital art as well. But last year I really went back to it, like and now I'm about to start again with oil, and I feel more excited. I
Yay.
always tell people that breaks are good.
Yeah, actually.
The great thing
And also
about
like
being an
try
artist is
different
that
media. Like
yeah, exactly. And the great thing about trying different mediums and being an artist is that if one is not working,
ah.
there are always
Oh
like
well,
others.
we discover something else.
So there are always
Like
others. So yeah, like all is still my
we
fave.
have a
All is
question from Sonia. Hi Sonia.
hi,
Chigozie still has the lamp lamp whatever your lamp hanger you made for us since
bruh. Are you
2019.
serious? Oh, that's actually killing me.
Is it 2019?
I still have it though, and the plant in
I
there
can
has
see
died.
it.
Though.
It's behind
See,
you.
and the plant in there has died though. Girl. Since the original one died,
Oh my gosh.
I've not
Sonia
replaced
is
it.
asking, how did you define your artistic practice when you first started?
Hmm. How did I define my
Hmm.
artistic practice? That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
To be honest, let me know that when I first started, I actually didn't. Like, I really didn't. So when, like, literally when we were in school, like,
Yeah.
they really didn't teach us like anything about like any of this. Like,
Mm.
they taught us nothing. There was nothing about like building yourself, just knowing what it is to be an artist, like
Yeah.
all of that. Literally nothing. So it was kind of just like entering and just being honestly, it was just vibes. Like it was just
Vibes
vibes
are,
and I'm telling you, and then trying to improve yourself like the best way you know how.
yeah.
And then like when I went to IT again, so that changed. That was like a turning point for me. But to be honest, even then, like they didn't really I still wasn't like necessarily taught about like framing your artistic practice. Maybe because of the people that we're learning from, they
Yeah.
weren't like, big on that as well. I think they were more like sales oriented,
Yeah.
like
I feel like they were
just
more like, I don't know. Like, cause even them, they were not applying for like, they were actually things to apply for and
hmm
they just,
yeah, I don't
and then
yeah.
social media. If not, that's how we would have been kind of painting from gallery to
Honestly,
gallery.
like really, because the thing is that there are like different forms of like art systems that are happening around. They're like the older. I feel like a lot of the older artists who like in Nigeria, they weren't really like tapped into that. Like they had like a system of okay, they have connections with like people they have connections with or the
Yeah.
galleries they work with, and they're creating shows for that, all of that,
Yeah.
and that is it. More not some other people I think are more like artist statement oriented, like artist building your portfolio,
Yeah.
that type of thing, like in a particular way anyway. um so after that, like after IT, it was just like I literally left my schoolwork and I was focusing more on like just improving myself. And then my mentor was the one that told me about like okay, because he knew like I'm very passionate. I'm also very passionate about women, and I've been
Who was
very
your,
like I have. Sorry,
I said, who was your mentor? Can I ask?
my mentor is Mr. Hakim Adeliji.
Ah,
So
okay.
he, yeah. So he like spoke to me about like oh, like you're always passionate about stuff, like you're always like talking about stuff and
Yeah.
all of that. Why don't you use your art like as a means to talk about this? Because this way you can even reach like more people since he was like telling people about
Yeah.
stuff and educating people and having conversations. And that like just made me think about like everything in a brand new way. And I was so young, I hadn't even thought about these things. And I was like, actually, like, yeah, like I have a voice with my arts,
Yeah.
you know. I think that's when that was like the first moment I really thought about like my art being like a voice. And so that kind of like I won't say like I framed it like on purpose, like down to the T, but it kind of just like blended with who I am.
Raise your
Very
camera. Can
oh,
you raise your camera a bit? Yeah, because I can see your. Yeah, perfect.
okay. So like yeah, like it just like blended. I think my personality and my art just blended. Like okay, this is now my voice. What do I use my voice to talk about
Yeah.
normally? And then of course it was just like okay, I'm passionate about women. I'm passionate about people. I'm passionate about just so many things. Like it's literally a means of self expression. I
Yeah.
guess in that it was just like a journey of finding the things that I care about. Like, because over time, that has, I feel like my themes still kind of like remain the same, but the difference is
Mm-hmm.
that some things have been added.
Yeah.
Like for example, when I lost my mom, that's when documentation and community became got added into my work. Not that I wasn't like, I used to take pictures and stuff before I had like, my friends and everything.
Yeah.
But the passing of my mom really made me like really change how I viewed documentation and just the importance of it and everything. And
Yeah.
then that became like so important in my life as well. And of course, if it's important in my life, then it's important in my work. So yeah, like I think that's what framed my work, or just like over time has framed my work. Like,
Yeah.
what am I, what are the things that I want to talk about? What are the things that affect me? What are the things that, like, tie into me? I feel like it's different things for different people.
Yeah, it is.
It's just finding what you want. You might not want to, it might be other people's stories that, tie into like what you want more rather
Yeah.
than your own personal stories. It might be a combination of both. It might be something like things more historical. It might be more research based, but it's just, finding what works for you really, and yeah, what you really feel like sharing with your work.
Yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
And it can also be, because I don't believe every artist has to be like talking about like times and everything. It can also just be
Yeah, like
creating art.
because I feel like I
Like
relate
I'm
to that.
very,
There was
yeah,
one
I'm
time,
very big on that.
um,
Like I don't agree that every artist has to be.
yeah, because I feel there's one time that's NSAS time, right? Was it
Yeah.
NSAS? No, 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 it wasn't NSAS. It was COVID time, right?
Yeah.
And I think there was something happening, and then someone reached out to me to do like a painting about COVID, and I was like, no, I don't want to do a painting
Yeah.
about COVID, like because painting is
Yeah.
happy, and I'm currently not in a happy place, and then you want me to still
Yeah.
talk about. I was like,
About,
no,
yeah.
I'm not going to do a painting about COVID. Fuck COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not where my head's
Yeah.
like. I'm paint about my like. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
totally
If you're
relate
not
to that.
feeling it, you're not feeling it, honestly. And you
And
shouldn't
then,
be forced.
John, have you ever experienced creative blocks? If you have, how did you navigate that part?
The funny thing, I'm not even seeing all these questions. Like my thing is just
Serious?
like, so just be reading them to me, because I'm not like, nothing
For
is
real, you
loading.
can't see. How come?
Girl, I don't know. Technology is on and off.
Oh my god,
So
how
that's
come?
fine.
Like, I don't even know. How do I?
No, no, it's good as long as you're reading it to me. It's fine. I don't need to see it.
Okay, okay. So, have you ever experienced creative blocks? If you have, how did you navigate that part? Hmm.
Hmm. Of course, of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me go on this one. For me,
Okay.
yeah, hmm, I've experienced creative blocks, and I feel like I've experienced two very prominent ones in the span of, let's say, 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
In the span of, like, say, 5 years or 6 years, I've experienced like
Yeah.
two like creative blocks. And the first one would be like, I think it was in 2022. And
Yeah.
it was basically, I think I had like a burnout. So like I had done all this work, like I painted like oh my gosh, like and then I just got to a point where I just like I didn't want to paint. I just wanted
All
to
right.
like just be on my bed, just rest, like do any other thing apart from painting. Like I just lost interest in
Yeah.
painting. I just felt like I've been painting, I painted too much and I burnt out. So
Yeah.
and I didn't even know what I wanted to paint. I just kind of felt like I had like a creative block because I wasn't even
Yeah.
interested in. And this lasted for like this lasted for months actually. It lasted for almost a year. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that was how did I even overcome that? I think I for me it was just I think it was doing something else. Was it still painting or it was like I can't really remember. I think it was probably still like painting and then but not painting what I would really paint. It was just like having fun and just having fun and then all of a sudden I'm just like, oh okay. like I'm back here and I'm like discovering new things I want to paint,
Yeah.
like just making new discovery. And then the
Yeah.
second block I had was I want it. Is now I'm recovering from it.
I serious. That's crazy.
Like, because it was like a really, it was a very emotional, it was tied to like my own emotional well-being in the sense
Yeah.
like a very emotional period. I think I told you about this one time. I've been through
Mm-hmm.
like a very
I
like my heart was shattered.
understand. Yeah. I understand, like, bro, being an artist
It's
is
like, oh my
crazy.
god, like your emotional well-being is actually very connected to your creative well-being. And it was just like I couldn't paint. I really wanted to paint, but like
Just couldn't.
I was still trying to paint, but what I was painting was like we just lacked. There was something missing. Like it
Yeah.
lacked something, and I could
Mm-hmm.
tell. My friends could tell because I know. Like I showed one of the paintings to Shola, and Shola was like,
Yeah.
"Something's wrong."
What's
And
going on?
when your friends know, like, okay, like when your friends see your work and they know, like, yeah, I've seen way better. Something's wrong. You like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so
Yeah.
grateful to like have that.
Yeah.
So I
This
feel
is
like
important.
navigating that right now is like what has really helped me is being in like a creative space where and also like having like that was when I started like I started doing the live drawing sessions with Inyola because I just wanted
Right.
like I wanted like a community like of creative minds who could also like
Yeah.
push me to do things rather than just because I feel like um this creative pursuit that we're pursuing is actually a very it can be very lonely. So like and like not even in the sense like oh there are not people around you. There can be people around you, but they don't really
Yeah.
know. They don't really know because my family. I feel like my family doesn't understand oh what it means to be a professional artist. Because sometimes they'll
Right.
be advice like you should put your work on Amazon. You should be selling. I was like
You guys don't
really
get it.
want to make money. I also have to be like strategic about it. Like if I want
Mm-hmm.
to be in like certain places or get into like
Yeah.
jobs, I can't just be selling, selling, selling. Like I can't just like. I also have to be like you know. So yeah. How about
It's
you?
more
Like,
than
well, how did you overcome an artist block?
um I'll say that, and I want to even agree with you. Like, I think a lot of people, like, especially like in Nigeria, like, a lot of people don't really understand what being an artist is.
Yeah,
It's just like money, 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 money for them. Like,
yeah.
nothing makes so much money, blah, 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 blah.
That kind of
And
makes. You're just buying art material. I'm not seeing this money.
yeah, like,
Just spending
like, yeah,
art material. Where is this money going?
honestly, yeah. And they also don't understand that, like, artists very, like, artists are very tied to their work in a way that, like,
Yeah.
I always say it's kind of like, for example, maybe if I was like an accountant and everything, and of course, an accountant can still like love their job, everything like that. But like with being an artist, a lot of times because it's where you're like creating with your hands, it's your
Yeah.
idea, like original idea, that kind of thing. It's not like you're working for somebody else
Mhm.
or working in somebody else's like. Well, you can be working for somebody else, but like you get what I
Yeah.
mean. It's usually your idea. That's the main thing. The reviews and what how it comes out and everything can affect you so deeply because it's so tied to you. So it's always like a different like feeling with that. So I'm sorry about that because I definitely understand the feeling of just bro like and you can't even really explain it to them if they don't really get it because you just be it's such a long
Like
explanation.
sometimes I just used to. I feel like my sister would have been like, "You tell you something. You don't want to do." I was
Yeah, like because they don't get it. So it's
sorry to
just
tell
like
you, like,
bro
ah.
like so
I feel like
all
there's
of that.
no how you explain to them that they'll totally get it. They'll
Hmm.
still feel like I actually appreciate the fact that they feel like they want to help me,
Yeah,
but at the same
yeah.
time, I feel like you don't
It's
really
just
get it.
yeah.
So
So I
yeah,
get that. I definitely get that. For me, creative block. First of all, I always say that breaks are very important. That's like my MO. Like I'm always like breaks are so important. Me, I may take out breaks. I love taking my breaks. It's
yeah,
very important. sometimes you actually just need to leave art alone. Like
True.
you
Like
need
you
to
just have to
find,
do something else. Go
yeah,
to
like do something else,
well else.
bro. Like
Learn a
just
new language. That was me last year.
literally,
Like I was
like
learning
just
like
see,
bruh.
just leave it
Going for
alone.
French
Like
classes. What?
see,
I'm not even trying to do anything, but just the fact that I was doing something entirely different
mhm.
and like
Your
actually
brain will be occupied like with something else,
sometimes you
and
actually have,
also in that can still like come inspiration because inspiration can come from anywhere. You just
yeah,
need to do other things. I'm a very big advocate of artists. First of all, having friends and a community, even if it's one or two friends or just just people that you can do different things with,
yeah,
and they can still be artists as well, but just like have people that you can do things with, and also have yourself as well because
yeah,
if you don't have people, you should still be able to do things on your own, that kind of thing.
yeah.
Go out with people, go and watch a movie, go and read a book, go and like as you said, learn a language, just do something
Do
else.
something
Like
else.
it's like see mm-hmm. Like breaks are very, very important.
I
And
swear.
then like, yeah, like so that's always my go to. I don't shy away from breaks. And then again, like so for example, I said I haven't been working with oil, so I
Yeah.
started working with other mediums. The great thing about art is that if you're having creative block in one side, it doesn't mean you're having creative block
In another side.
overall. Yeah, it might just be that you need to explore something different. And
I
again,
just be
the
like you
great
need
yeah. And the great thing with that is that everything I think everything ties together. So like when I draw, when I do watercolor, when I do gouache, when I do oil, all of them somehow help each other. Like
yeah.
because I'm still
They do
learning, I'm still
actually.
yeah, like I'm still working, I'm still all of that. So in all in all, I'm improving. That's the main thing. And then I will say that creative block as well. Sometimes all these things don't work. Sometimes you actually just need to force yourself out of that creative
Yeah.
block. Like you need to be like, almost
You
yeah,
need
me
to
I need
even
today,
if
like
block is blocking, you need to move.
see,
Like
like we are going to die here today. Like even if it's just
even if it's
putting
ever
your
you're painting.
listen,
Paint
like just
back.
put something down, like bro, stay sit in front of even if you don't end up like doing something, just staying in front of the canvas or something. It might sound
Yeah.
cliche, but like it
True.
really is what it is. Like you might just need to force yourself out of that. Especially if you have like deadlines and stuff. Man,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna be
I feel like
listening
when I have
to
deadlines and
my
people
creative block. That's
the
my
job
work,
is
that
just
bro.
give me a deadline and tell me like we need to do this because we have to
I'm
we have
telling you. I'm
but that's
telling
all
you. So just literally, like you need to force yourself out of it. Like just
that
actively
fuck is
take it by
going to
force.
block away.
Listen, like just take it by force, make sure
Yeah.
that you just try. So if those things don't work for you, but these are the ways that I combat my own
Yeah. There's one more
or I try
question.
to combat it anyway.
What does being an artist mean to you now?
Hmm.
Hmm.
What does being an artist mean to me? Should I take that first? Being an
Yeah.
artist
It
is
should go.
everything. Like honestly, being an artist is first of all it's so hard. Art is so hard. Like
Girl, tell me
let's be
about
honest,
it.
like
Like
art is so hard. Like
it's
it
so
is
emotional.
so
Like
that's exactly what I was about to say. It's so emotional. Like
there's just
bro,
sometimes
this is
art will be making me cry. Like how can I
like
act a grown
see,
a grown woman? I don't know. This is
see,
so it's like
no, no,
if I
no.
was a guy,
Art is
how
really,
can I be missing hugs and kisses? So that was even
bro. I'm
that's
telling you, like
cry. Okay.
really, really hard. But I would never like I would actually never ever ever switch being an artist. Like
Yeah.
I always say that art saved me because I just feel like it gave me like a real purpose in life. Like being an artist is so I don't think if you're an artist you ever get the feeling of being an artist. Like the fact that you can create what you can create is you literally create your own world. It's a
Yeah.
superpower. It's crazy. Like it's such
Yeah.
a crazy ability. So art is just like everything to me. I think over time I've had to go through a stage where there's love, there's hate, there's doubt, and these things still come up.
And
But where I,
what stays when everything leaves is art.
exactly, exactly. So I've come to. I feel like presently now I'm just like in a place where I'm just like I love being an artist. Like no matter what happens, no matter everything, even when
Yeah.
I have doubt, I feel so connected with my art, with my work that I just it's my number one. And to be honest, I feel like it's because I have taken the time to connect. Like again, especially this last year,
Yeah,
like
like
this
you have
back
an emotional connection to your work.
yeah. Like it was really, really special. Like it was just like me and my art. Like it was really special.
Yeah.
The way I
Oh,
feel like
like
even
people that
a
are
substantial.
people that
Oh,
are like
sorry.
sorry, people that are
No,
like
no.
more focused on like making money from arts
Mm-hmm.
rather than like having an emotional connection to their art. Like you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So you have an emotional connection to your art, so and it's way more emotional way.
Honestly, like it really is. And to be honest, self, even with that, like you know, there's so many like with arts, there's even like so many avenues for people. Like there's the avenues of people that just want to like sell work, and there are people that just want to. It's just to really find what you want to do with it. Really, like if you want to
Yeah.
be like more commercial, more like
Yeah,
or if you want to be both. Just like it's just to find what really works for you at the end of the day.
true,
Because at the end of the day, it's your own journeys, your own
true.
whatever. So yeah, just for me, like art is just really like everything to me. I just feel so. I think I've just connected with it in a way that just, I just see like it being me and it like ride or die,
Yeah,
everything. I find so much joy in it. There's so much hurt still and everything. But that I don't think that's necessarily even with art. I think it's more like the system, and like But art in itself is just like yeah, like
yeah.
lifesaver.
Like if there
Uh,
was, if you know, this world was like you don't need money, everybody was just existing.
mhm. Mhm.
You just do art and not worry about any other thing. Oh, I
Mhm.
think that's
That'd
amazing.
be so nice. Like it actually really would be.
Like you don't have to
Cause
worry about paying your rent, don't have to worry about
mhm.
food. You just create.
Yep, just create like yeah.
Like these people
So
would be like, would be like.
I swear,
There's one more
I
question.
swear. Okay.
Question is, how did you break the cycle of upcoming? My dear, we're still upcoming though. Eh,
Just
upcoming
give
I
me
want.
no real. As in
Upcoming
actually
I want.
real.
I beg.
Like
Upcoming and
hmm.
contemporary. Me, I'm still upcoming. I beg.
I think I am as well. Like to be
Oh my
honest,
god,
like I
real.
sometimes
It's said
I
not
don't know.
lie.
Actually kill me. Sometimes I really don't
Oh my
even
god.
personally personally I actively don't I don't think about things like this. I'm so serious. Like I know it's there like and everything, but I really don't ever think of myself as like and maybe I should more like as oh maybe I'm established now or
Ah, my
that kind
dear,
of
you established.
cause don't actually kill me. No, but for real, like I don't spend too much time thinking about it. It's just been
Oh,
more of like I'm gonna just do the work and be going. And so like maybe I should. I
you
don't
should
know.
think
I'm just
about what?
like, but to be honest, the thing is that when you work over time,
Yeah.
I think people will just like see you how they see you because
Ah,
obviously we've put some years into this, so
yeah, I'm still upcoming
I
though.
understand why. Dina,
um,
beg, don't actually kill me.
if people see opportunities for upcoming artists, I'm there. I'm there like mad.
I
My
beg,
God. So, what was the question again? How did you
think
break the
about it too
cycle
much.
of upcoming temporary? Huh. Amo,
Mm.
I don't know if
What did you say? How
cycle
did
to
you break the
break.
what?
What did you say?
What did you say? How did you break the what?
How do you break the cycle of upcoming and contemporary?
Um,
Hmm.
honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I
We
don't
still
know how
in
to
that
like. Me, I
cycle.
don't know how to answer it. 'Cause, yeah, like I said, me, I don't really think about it. Honestly,
Well,
I
I feel like
actually
contemporary is like
don't really
what
think
is
about it.
happening now. Like upcoming, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Like I don't really know how to answer that question to be honest. Like
Mm-hmm.
upcoming and contemporary. Hmm.
If you can elaborate as well, if we're
Yeah.
not, maybe you think we're not understanding you well.
Yeah, maybe I don't understand the question because I feel like I'm not. Yes, I'm contemporary in the sense like I'm making works that uh works that are valid now in this time.
Yeah.
and upcoming. I
I
don't
think
know.
you can be an upcoming contemporary artist though,
Yeah, like I
as
feel like
well. So
way I'm not where I want to be. I'm not like okay, oh, I'm still like trying to get there. So I would say I'm still upcoming in a way. Like I'm still an emerging artist. I've not emerged though. I'm still
you know, like I just you're killing me with this.
I'm
I'm
still,
just cracking up.
I'm still emerging. I beg.
You're
So
actually just cracking.
it
No,
takes
at the
time.
end of the day, yeah, just to be honest, I just think just do you like over time. Um, I think people will group you the way you're going to be grouped, but
Yeah,
your
like
group will just find itself. Like personally, like I said, I don't really think about it, so I
yeah,
don't.
everybody's journey is
Yeah,
different,
really
to
don't.
be honest. Because I feel like art is so different compared to like a corporate job, right? A corporate job, like if I work for 3 years, I'll get promoted to this level. Then maybe next year again, I'll get
Yeah,
promoted to another level higher than that. Did you get? But I feel like
yeah,
art be like you can just work for like 10 years, and before you know it, you're like, or you work for like 1 year, and before you know it, you're like 0 to 100. Did you get? So it's like
yeah,
it's everybody's journey, and like I also feel like with art, right? If you give three different artists the same opportunities, like give them the same, like tell them that oh, okay, oh, three of you, we are going to do, let's say, for example, three of you are going to do art basel. We are going to have your
yeah,
work so big, whatever showcase.
yeah,
I feel like those three artists, their careers are going to go differently after that show. Like it's not going to go the same way just
yeah,
because I mean it's not even like they paint the same thing or like they talk about the same thing. So art
yeah,
is very spontaneous in a good way,
yeah.
and sometimes that spontaneity can it can be a lot.
Oh, actually, great. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't think about it. I
So
really don't know.
there's works that are valid but upcoming in the sense that you haven't had shows, no foot in the industry, that kind. Hmm.
Oh, so
Okay.
do you mean like how you kind of like just like how you kind of become like start showing and stuff like that?
Yeah, like maybe how you get in the industry.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Um,
do you want to answer that? Like, what was your
it's
experience when
very different.
you get in the industry?
Um, to be honest, when I first started it, I didn't really do much. Like I said, I feel like
It's
a
very
lot of these things.
spontaneous, to be honest. Just
Yeah. Like I didn't really do much, but I feel like I had people reach out to me, and that was like good. And then of course, like later I started. But what I would say from what I've done, just start reaching out to people. Like send your portfolios out. Like of course, it's
yeah,
very important for you to have a portfolio. Send your portfolios out. You can go to galleries. You can meet people. You can do this thing. I'll also say that one thing I didn't start off early with is you can start by curating your bodies of work
yeah,
early. So like when you're thinking about like your work and everything, start thinking about just building like bodies of work
yeah,
um in a cohesive sense, like and this is not necessarily even just to show people, just for you, so that like you can you know whatever you're doing can just have
yeah.
cohesion or what it is, or just work,
Hmm.
like just work, so that you have something to show
Yeah, I feel
and
like
to
just
put in your
work.
portfolio. Yeah.
For me, I
And
would say,
then
okay, sorry. Say, you want
okay,
to say,
no. Okay, no. So yeah, like just and so yeah, reaching out to people is important. I think me when I first started as well, something I did, although I feel like the age of social media is so different now than then. When I first started, I used to post so much. Like when I was working, and I feel like that also gave me more visibility. But again, I
yeah,
don't know.
now,
The times
more,
are different
now,
now. Yeah, like
mention,
posting
hmm.
is weird. I think people
Like
won't even
they
encourage you to
want
like.
your blood. They want you to dance. They want you to,
Yeah,
social media
you
wants you to
know.
dance. Instagram wants,
Yeah,
I can't just paint in
and
peace and
also
post my work and have a good day.
yeah,
Like, I put
honestly,
one
and
sort of,
and also I feel like people don't want to like. people wouldn't advise you to like share your work as well because there's also this sense of like I think mystery that like
Mm.
people want artists to have. So
Agree.
which again is why I can't say I don't know what the times are right now. But when me I started child, like I used to post my work a lot. Like I used to share my progress. Like if you even go down to my page, all of it is still there. I used
Yeah,
to share all my progress. I used to tag people. I used to everything. So I feel like that also put like my maybe my work in the names of like in the brains of people
yeah,
as well. What else? I will say also yeah, of course, like connections are great. Me, I'm not really great at like networking and stuff. I like
yeah,
making my friends and whatever, but of course, connections will also help. Like, and unfortunately, the way to make connections, like not unfortunately actually, I'm just saying
ah,
that
my
that
dear.
was my introverted side
Like I feel like the
but
connection that
just going out,
is the one
yeah,
that
like,
are genuine because, well, sometimes the ones too that are not genuine used to help, but I don't
mhm,
know. I would say
yeah,
for right, how did I do my first show? Like my first show that made like a big difference in my life.
yeah,
It was basically I don't know, it was just from post like I was painting and I was posting on Instagram and then
mhm,
in as much as you feel like people are not seeing your work on Instagram, it's a lie. Oh. They are seeing your work.
yeah.
Even though
No,
they're
I agree.
oh I just feel like when you just keep like posting or sharing your work or sharing like what you do, like when you keep talking about what you do and like even if it's not like encouraging, you're not getting
Mhm.
likes, you're not getting comments, it's not encouraging. I feel like when you keep doing that, like someone somewhere has seen your work, don't worry. And
Yeah,
also like my first show that I had was just from it was meeting Ari and Ari was like, oh like it was and the reason why that show happened was because I had something. Do you get like I already
yeah,
had something like oh, I met Ari and then Ari was like Ari saw my work and she was like, oh my god, your work is so nice. Like
yeah,
I work so and so. Would you like we're doing a show? Would you like to be part of the show? So I feel like if I did not have
yeah,
anything, like she wouldn't have invited me to do the show. Do you get? So it's also still like you said, building like a body of work and just
mhm,
doing your thing.
yeah.
So
You're showing
like
it like reaching out to people. Yeah, like sending all these like galleries and stuff and individuals, all of them they have like their emails up there, so you can send
yeah,
your
like
stuff to them.
not
You never know
really
who's going to respond. And
responses. Reach out to them.
yeah, and it's not just like Nigerian like
Yeah,
places
not
and
just
galleries. It can be international things. Apply for things as well. Applications are very good.
yeah,
Workshops, grants,
yeah,
all of those things. You just never know what is going to take off. So the main thing really, I guess, is if especially if no one is like maybe reaching out to you, just reach out to people. That's the thing. And always
yeah.
keep working, like just so that in
Yeah, like
time you're
also
building the
have
body
like
of work.
because you
But
can't really
also like
when they tell
yeah.
you to bring the work, you don't have anything. Do you get? So like always
I think
you
my network is crappy, so I might be cutting to you.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So there's one more question. What do you
Yeah.
hope work carries forward? I feel like I feel like Sonia has been giving us really good questions. What do you hope?
Oh, Sarah, there's nothing all of this. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
thank you, so well, not only so for
Okay, thank you guys for
ask like
questions.
three questions. What do you
Wow.
hope your work carries forward into the future?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And I said,
To be honest, I feel like for me, yeah, I'm currently in
yeah.
this space where, because I've always said I wanted to do like illustration, and then
Mm-hmm.
can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. I lost you for a
Oh,
bit.
okay. Yeah, sorry, my phone was ringing.
Okay, okay.
So what was the question again? What do you hope your work? Yeah, for me, I feel like now I feel because like when I started painting, I used to get like people used to ask me, oh, like, do I do children's book illustration? Do I do? So I
Yeah.
really would like. And then there was one project I worked on in like 2019 that I didn't really finish that project because the person that didn't have the project was not encouraging me. Like, cause
Yeah.
you wanted to work on a project and you didn't want to pay money for the projects. You were talking about, oh, how, like, just a lot of emotional blackmail to make me feel like, oh, okay, don't worry, I'll do it for you at a lower price.
Yeah.
You wanted me to do like a lot for like nothing.
Yeah.
You get, but that project really made me
I
feel.
people like that.
I actually really loved the project, and I wish like things turned out differently. But it was about like making illustrations of like African princesses. Like
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
it was really nice because even when I was doing the research of like, oh, how each country, like, before each African country
Colonialism.
recognized how like their
Yeah.
how their royalties dressed up, and it was really, really
Yeah.
like I enjoyed it. It made me feel like, okay, like it was like a powerful little thing.
Yeah.
Like it made me feel very like made me feel like, oh, okay, I could tell this type of stories with my work.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
kind of made me see how, okay, yeah, like representation. And it also from that research I found out like our documentation is crap because even trying
Yeah.
to find what people used to dress like in the past was I struggled a
That's
lot
really
with
hard.
ways. Like I couldn't find
Uh,
still we will see pictures of okay, oh, what they used to wear. What even if you find the pictures, they probably be in white and black. Like you don't have to use your own imagination or like do more research.
mhm.
So that really made that inspired me a lot. And in the future, I
Yeah.
really hope my work is like very it's like a strong representation of Africa and like people like African people asking
Yeah.
like a celebration of that. So I really hope my work carries forward like African identity in like a very beautiful way. Like
Yeah.
a very soft and like very dreamy. It doesn't have to be struggle all the time. Ah, like sometimes can you
That's
amazing. This is so amazing. You get like soft. Can just be
ridiculous.
like it does not have to be chop pepper everywhere.
Stop it, man. Stop it, man.
I don't chop pepper.
I'm actually crying. Here, no, sir. I get that. I
I
get
expect
that.
it just be soft. So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I know
How
what you
about
mean.
you?
For me, I just want my art to always. My main thing with my art is connection. Aside from like expressing myself, connection. I hope my work is always a place where people can find like solace and understanding, especially women. They just look at the work and then they feel seen, they feel heard, they feel like okay, this is something that they relate to. Yeah, like I think that's my main thing in my work. I also want it to be like a I want it to inspire people to like, again document just your life. Like that's another thing. I
You
really
know that
always talk
that's
about that
a
like document
very
very
valid point.
important.
You know that's actually
Yeah.
I remembered you like was it 2 months ago? So it was one time
Really.
I used to post pictures of myself. I knew that I checked my phone. I couldn't find one single picture. All I could see was
I feel
at. Process video. There's no even like
yeah.
of me, like just crossing the road, just doing my thing.
Yeah.
No, I need Chigozie in my life.
So they see like things like that. I want people to always like, remember like to document themselves. And then I want people to see my work and also feel encouraged to try out different mediums, just explore. Like when
Yeah,
you see the range, you want to try out things as well. Like, okay, what how does this medium feel and how does it look like? What goes into like using all of that? Yeah, I think those are like my main goals, like for being an artist. Yeah, hold
That's
on.
nice.
And I hope
Uh,
that's it inspires
one
people in
more
that way.
question. What keeps you going and how do you maintain inspiration so far in your journey? So what keeps you going? Like on those days when even
How
if
what keeps you going
nothing
and how
really
do you
sorry?
sorry, can you repeat the question?
What keeps you going and how do you maintain inspiration so far in your journey? Like even like in those days when like things are like, this art safe, why am I even here? What keeps you going and then you still go and like
Okay, okay.
pick
Do you
brush
want to
or
take that first? Should
mm, I feel like for me it would be like because art for me, right, is I feel like
I?
art saved me in a way.
Yeah.
Cause why are you laughing?
Oh my god. What's this at too?
So right. So art saved me in a way because I feel like art was that one thing that even when like nothing is working or when I feel like my life is falling apart,
Mm.
like art was just that place I could go to like I don't know how to explain it. It was just a very therapeutic thing. Like it was just that one thing that
Yeah.
ah calms me down. Like even if I'm not like I don't have money, like I would just be like I feel like most people will be like I don't get money, I did paint. But me for me it was like even when I don't have money, I was just like okay, since I don't get money, I just go paint. Did you get? Bye Sonia. Sonia is saying bye.
Oh, you
So
said bye.
yeah.
Bye, Saya.
So yeah, art was like really it was just like a very healing space for me. So like even now, right? Like when things because I feel like even the fact that I'm even here, right? I feel like there's
Mhm.
sometimes when I tell some people that I meet, like some Nigerians that I meet, right? And then they ask me, oh, what are you
Yeah.
studying for your master's? And I say fine arts. I feel like fine arts, okay. Like I can already see their thought process. Like in their mind, they'll be like, eh? So you mean
Yeah.
left your house all the way, left your
Yeah.
country,
Exactly.
yeah, to do fine arts. You don't even say you want to do computer science or you want to do engineering.
Yeah.
Fine
Yeah.
arts. What are you coming to do for?
I'm coming to find out for
But like,
bro.
I just feel like I feel like if I was not painting, I would be very depressed. Like, so how do I all these emotions I'm feeling? Like, how do I put it? Like, and it's not even emotions. Like, because I feel like there's some emotions that you can't explain, right? Like, you just want to express yourself somehow. Like,
Yeah.
so as for me, it was that one thing.
I'll help you with that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
How do I keep myself going? Me, I'm just like with
Right.
art, like
Oh my god.
you,
Right. Be an
bro.
art.
See, right, being a real, like real actually. But art is just like my everything. Like of course, I like other things. Like I do other things too.
Yeah.
But like art is like my main thing. It's not really I don't see it as like a job or like a
Yeah.
hobby per se. I mean, it is those things. But when it's just like what I am.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's why even like when I feel down or whatever, it always still comes back because it's like this is like my ride or die. This is literally me. So how can I depart with something that is, who I am?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just always think about like the feeling of creating, like I say, is just like unmatched. Like it literally feels like a superpower. It feels so like it just feels so like I don't know if anybody has like moments where I'm always on my Instagram page just looking at what I've made. I'm always in awe. I'm always like, wow, I can't believe that I made this. Like I can't believe that's
Yeah. True.
this came from my hands. Like this is from a
You feel like I
plain
bad though.
Like honestly, like from a
Evado.
clean place, yeah. And also, like when I'm looking at that as well, like I always think about the growth. Like I always remember like where I was, like where I started, and how I've like progressed. And I'm talking about like with my work, not like career or anything. Like just
Yeah.
like with what I've been creating, and like how I'm thinking about like what I'm creating right now in comparison to how I was thinking about then, or
Yeah.
how I wasn't even thinking about it then. Because I feel like my brain keeps expanding. The more I'm an artist, the more I work. So in that way, like when I like think about that, like I always feel the urge to keep going. Like it just is it's a thing that is just like constant. Like the wheel in my brain is constantly turning. Like what am I creating next?
Yeah.
How am I like doing this? So and I feel like every artist, it wasn't like always like that, of course, but I feel like every artist just you need to get to a point where it kind of feels like that to you, that it doesn't really feel like it's like something that maybe the thought of not doing this can manifest so fully, because again it can come,
Yeah.
like I said, art is not like the easiest thing. Times can be hard,
Yeah.
whatever, you might be going through things,
And
whatever. So it's not like if you're even thinking about it, it doesn't make you like any less of an artist or anything. It's just like you need to get to a point where it never becomes it's never like a fully strong thing, because you know that even when you think about it, it doesn't feel serious, because at the end of the day you're just like, oh, I know I'm playing, because literally like art is me. Like what else am I gonna do?
yeah.
You know,
I go to
everything.
class
And
to work out.
yeah, exactly. But in the same like, way of thinking about that, I will also say that don't let art consume you. Like don't let art be like your only thing
Yeah.
in life, everything. So that you can actually like just be a person like outside of art. Because I feel like that
And
still ties into being an artist.
arts.
Yeah, so when it becomes overwhelming, or when it becomes, you still like, art is not all you are. Like there's still other parts
Yeah.
of you. So you can, take your breaks, you can step away from it, everything, and then you can come back. Like you can always keep coming back. So it's just like I think I'm in a place where I found a good balance with art. Like it's
Yeah.
just my all. I know it's going to be me and it's forever. So I always keep on going for inspiration. And I will say, like, reading is really good. I
Yeah.
read a lot of like fictional um, novels. I want to start reading, like, I definitely start reading more like on just researching and like stuff like that. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get into that like more as well. But constantly seeing that will, I think, inspire you. Also, people's works, like looking at people's works, still always like constantly inspires me. When I see what people are making, I want to
Yeah.
make mine too. I'm curious. All of that. I feel like always being creative, like just not trying to keep in the box is another thing. Like when you think outside the box, when you
Mm-hmm.
start thinking, okay, what could I do? What could I blah blah, blah, and then again coupled with your research, looking at what other people are doing, that also like can create inspiration. And
Yeah.
then again,
Yeah.
just not doing art related things, like stepping away from arts. There's inspiration everywhere,
Yeah.
but sometimes when you're always doing art related things, it might just be like, it might be so enclosed. When you step out like do other things, you never know like where inspiration can come from. Like it can come from anything, anywhere. So always step out and do different things. And of course, traveling. Like traveling is great.
Um.
Um, yeah, like step. I've not traveled as much as I want to in life, but I definitely want
Oh.
to. The ones that like the trips I've taken, always so good.
Yeah. It's
It's
actually.
also nice seeing. Yeah, like it's also nice seeing different things. Like
Mm-hmm.
just not in your exact area. So
Yeah.
just, and even if you can't travel, watch TV, watch things. Thank God for the internet and like
Yeah.
all of that. You can still see until you can't travel. Yeah.
Yeah. So um. I'll ask. We have two more questions from our list of questions. I'm going to ask question number three. What's one thing you don't like about being an artist?
Where do I start? Being an artist. Hell yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
talk about the
God.
parts of being an artist. Well, you know, one thing I actually don't like sometimes about, although I know that we're like really tied to being an artist, like I don't like sometimes that we can be so tied to it. Like it can, because again, like because we're so tied to it, it can affect us so deeply. And when you get affected so deeply, of course you're sad and whatever. So
Yeah.
sometimes I don't like that. Which again is why I try to like separate myself and have other things like outside of art. I don't like the fact that I feel like a lot of people don't really understand art. Like I feel like sometimes like when people come to talk to you about like art and everything, they don't really wanna they don't people don't really do the work of getting to know what you actually like do, what you actually like what you actually want to do. Sometimes when people like give, reviews and feedback and everything, it's not pertaining to that person's practice. It's just like a general thing that they feel, every and the thing is that art is not general. Like it's not people are doing different things, people are having different ideas, people are just different initially even without art. So I think a lot of people don't do the work, especially in like high places or like places of, you know, people that are like saying what goes with art or whatnot. They don't really do the work of like getting to know what, you're actually doing before they, make comments or like say what you should be doing or whatever, whatever, whatever. I think that I don't like the fact that I think the arts community is not so strong. Like we don't really have a strong community overall. I don't like the fact that I feel like artists are not dictating what art
Like,
is anymore. Like yeah,
you know what?
it's not they're not dictating like what art is anymore. Like artists are not running the scenes anymore. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it's more
Yeah.
it's very business heavy, it's very theme heavy, it's very like, what
It
is
is
this and this
actually.
heavy. Yeah, and I feel like that's like losing the plot because at the end of the day, without artists, like artists, nothing. What do I like about being an artist? I don't like the fact that I think um materials can be really expensive
Oh,
and it's not
well,
generating as much money as people think it is or as it used to. And of course, with Nigeria, it's even worse because custom fees, like everything, like it's just crazy. Like um, yeah. I don't. What don't I like about being an artist? I don't like that. Well, this is not really like a thing pertaining to me per se, but I don't really like that people can. Sometimes people like talk down on one type of medium because they don't understand it. Like
yeah.
if you're doing another medium, yeah. So some people if they like this medium, they're like, oh, and it's with so many different things, even like paper and canvas. Some people talk down on people
Yeah.
using
Like I
paper.
don't like that
Like
people
I'm
uh,
just like, yeah, like
like
they're just
especially
like paper is not,
Nigeria. Like if it's not
yeah, like,
massive, like if it's not, they feel like,
mm-hmm,
oh, for you to charge a certain amount of money for a work, let's say for
yeah,
example, I'm charging like 500,000 naira for like an A4 painting.
mm-hmm,
Like if I tell them that, oh, okay, this pencil is 500K, they feel like they
yeah,
expect like painting should be like a 30 by 30 inches.
yeah,
But
like
I was like, bruh,
honestly. And people don't even like take like some people take some mediums less serious than some mediums. Like some people are take more
yeah,
canvas, more paper. I'm just like I don't really get that because if I'm creating the arts overall,
yeah,
then I feel like I can understand in terms of like prints because of course like there's difference between an original and like different copies.
yeah,
But in terms of like the medium, if I made something with charcoal or paper, if I made something with oil on canvas, I feel like it's just as valuable as each other
yeah.
because it's still like
Like having
based on my
like,
work and stuff like that. Yeah.
it's mad.
So I
So
yeah. So it's just like a lot of I feel like there are too many. I think that's my main thing. There's just too many rules like that people make and everything.
yeah, and
And I
also
feel like
sorry to cut
yeah.
you. Like one
No,
of
you're
the
good.
like about arts is I don't like that people that know like they don't have an idea how to paint, how to draw,
Mm,
have no freaking clue how to do these things. They give
mm-hmm,
they give you a they critique your work and then
mm-hmm,
you take it like personally because I mean it's your work.
mm-hmm.
But these people that
Yeah.
work, tell them to show you their own work. Like I feel like
Mm-hmm,
for me to take anybody that critiques my work seriously now, I'm going to tell the
mm-hmm,
person, please, you too, show me what you've done.
mm-hmm.
I want
Yeah.
to see
Just,
what
yeah.
you've done. Because I feel like you don't have any idea about how like this thing is created or like you have no idea about creating. But you
Yeah.
want me to like you have a loud mouth about how you think I should create. Do you get?
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's just like yeah, that's people don't really do the work of knowing like what you want to what you're doing and stuff like that. I feel like people should just be more mindful when talking about other people's work and like how they advise people, what they're saying to people. Because again, like this is what somebody is creating, so you just need to be more like do the work of knowing. And even if you
Yeah.
don't know, even if you don't get it, like you can still say it like in a better way than a lot of people do. Especially people at like high places, things like that. Um, yeah. So, yeah.
That makes
Right.
sense.
What about you?
What don't I like about being an artist? I feel like for me, I don't like that it's very like it's a love hate relationship. I don't like that it's very unpredictable, and then it's
Yeah.
like I like the fact that it's unpredictable, but then sometimes I don't like unpredictable
Yeah.
because that just kind of like because I feel like today we might say, oh, okay, oh, you are doing this work with this person, like you're working
Mm,
with this person for this year, and then like
yeah.
next year is just like, what's going on? Everywhere is so quiet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then what else don't I like? Like, I don't like the fact that um people that don't really know anything about creating feel
Mm,
like, oh, whatever they say about like criticizing your work should be held like to the highest regard
yeah.
because maybe they've gone to do one course of like, oh, so curatorial, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So I don't like that about like art. What else don't I?
Mm,
Hmm. And I also feel like I don't like that um how the art world works. Like they don't really give like once like there's not really space for if maybe you've not like if someone doesn't know you or don't know your work, like
mm,
getting an opportunity is not as easy as someone who like
mm.
who everybody knows. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes there are just some things that I wish were ah I don't know, man. Like
Yeah. I
this is just
understand.
it's a very love. But if you ask me if I'll do this all over again, I'll do it all over again
Yeah.
for sure.
No question.
But if my child tells me that they want to be an artist, I'll first draw their ear. Are you sure?
Don't kill me, please.
Are
Not destroy their ear.
you sure you want to be an artist? You have to
I'm
think
actually
about it
crying.
though. Hmm. Especially
I'm
if
actually
child is
crying.
like very because I feel like I was a very emotional child.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's not like
Should
I'm
be
saying
right.
no, but I just want you to be sure.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I understand.
Like I will encourage them, not like no doubt, but I will just be like, okay.
Just know that it's not. Yeah.
It's not some heartbreak, so hope you're
Yeah.
ready.
For it.
Because it's
I
not
understand.
not like a very easy journey.
Yeah. I understand.
Do you want
I
to
understand.
read the last question?
The last question is. I've been looking down. I've been drawing.
That's okay.
What's the last question? I didn't write it down. I started writing it down and then I stopped halfway. I think I go
Last
carried away.
is if you could go back in time,
Yeah.
what would you tell your younger self or artist?
Mm, I tell my younger self. I just tell yourself. I feel like we even answered this question somehow
Yeah,
earlier.
you have to.
Yeah. So just keep doing you. Of course, like more research. Do more understanding on the business of art. Maybe take a course, even on courses.
Yeah,
Apply for things early on, more like workshops, go to more galleries. Um, what else? Yeah, but just like, keep doing you, never let go of the basics. Always
yeah,
find, keep finding joy, keep a
yeah.
hold of the community. Yeah, that's everything really, like from what I said before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What would you say?
That makes sense. For me, if I could go back in time, I think if I could go back in time, yeah.
Yeah,
What would I tell my younger self? Hmm. Definitely, like I would have told my younger self to start applying for things, and then maybe also like what else? Hmm. What else? What else? Definitely apply for things
yeah,
and I don't know, man. I'll tell my younger self a lot, but right now, this a lot is not coming to me.
Yeah, I
Like I
understand.
feel like if I go back in time, I would draw my younger self. I would draw an ear like
Like, give me a leg.
because I'm coming from the future. I'll be
Yeah,
like
just
I need to draw. I
listen
need to draw my
closely,
past. I need to go back to the past and
bruh.
draw my ears like
Say, listen closely
I say, listen up.
to
It's
what
the
I have to
ghetto.
say. As in, say, be ready.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think I'll tell my younger self to apply for things
Yeah.
and like more actually to take risk because
Mm,
I feel like there are a lot of things that I could have done sooner, but I was just like I was afraid because
yeah.
and like I was afraid in like a very I would maybe I should say sensible way because
Yeah.
like I mean being an artist your income is not like oh every what do you call it every month you're getting paid you get
Yeah.
it's like I'm using money this month for the next 6 months
You don't see
half
anything. Yeah. That's really it.
everywhere will be dry like the desert
Bruh. See, my sister.
so I feel like yeah take more risk actually and just um what else take more risk for sure
Yeah.
like because I feel like this school like I'm schooling like could have done it a long time ago but I was just
Yeah.
afraid hey
Okay. Fair.
Jesus but at the time I'm still here at the end of the day you get so
Yeah.
I'm just taking that risk and yeah basically
Yeah. I got that.
I'll tell myself
I mean, if I could go back in time, maybe I might not have gone to university. Hey, I will go
hello
and
Bodge
find one
Bodge
at
is,
one
Bodge is
school.
saying hello ladies
How
hello
about
hi Bodge how are you
I would have gone to find one school abroad to go, one art school
my
abroad.
dear ha
That's another thing.
a long time ago
It's
man
really like wasted my time.
like I was even telling like I feel like if I could even go back in time before I was even an artist, I'd have gone to tell my father that please, even if it's Ghana, just
As
send me to
in,
my
just
school there.
bro, just
Don't leave me in this place. Even if
please.
it's Ghana, please.
From
Because
Nigeria, you're tripping over here.
ah, do you know like I had this conversation with my dad, right? And it
Yeah.
was like, well, he didn't actually know that time now. That time I was like, "Ah, you would have just sent us, even if it was Ghana, even if it
Mm-hmm.
was like like
Somewhere else.
just somewhere else.
Ciao. Go.
Oh, God said she's doing fine. Oh my gosh. She said
Welcome.
Chigozie are eating lag.
If it has no haters, I'm definitely not in this world
she
again.
said she said Chigozie are eating lag with
Hmm.
this smiley.
If it has no haters, I'm definitely not in this world again. Like, um,
Oh my god. Ah man. I don't know. Did you ever see that meme of like when creative arts when I could have been investing in Bitcoin? I was there
bro,
like
like,
we have
I would
some
have carried,
karma.
see, I swear, I would have carried my school fees to go and invest in Bitcoin. That's actually what I would have done.
We're dancing for
Like,
us.
like just real, 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 real.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Uh, what unis would you guys have gone to instead? Ha. So it's really funny thing. Like there was no even good option. Like where
That's
would
what
we
I'm
have
saying.
gone?
I wouldn't have gone to Nigeria. I'd have gone abroad. Maybe like Slade or
Exactly.
I
Like we
heard of
could
like or Royal
have
Academy of Arts or something.
anywhere in Nigeria.
I'm telling
It's but
you,
Unilag was like
trash,
yeah, what as Unilag was like the school like most people wanted to go to. It was just like
trash,
bare minimum.
just trash.
Actually, like if I had known better, definitely would have gone somewhere else in maybe
Mm-hmm.
Africa for sure.
Maybe
Some,
where?
somewhere in Africa,
Okay.
like
I would have
maybe
gone abroad.
But the most annoying thing now is if you even check Africa, like, okay, where is the most, like, a good school to go in Africa? Like, your options are limited.
Sister. I've gone abroad, bro.
You say you can still go, Sha. Don't go abroad, that
I
is.
mean, fair
Maybe
enough.
after ZTC. My
Very
dear,
fair. But it's not the same. It's
it's
not the
not the
same.
same. At least
Not the
that
same.
time, somebody was paying my school fees. Now,
And now, got the bills and everything.
ah, now,
Yeah,
this is more.
I swear. I swear.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
So, that's all our questions.
Yeah.
Anybody have any other question? If not, do you have any other thing you want to add?
I don't. But I finished drawing.
What did you draw?
I was making sketches
Yay! That's so cool.
of
That's
my
nice.
daily. I've been trying to draw.
That was fast, actually.
Yeah. These are the basics.
Me, I'm still doing my. I'm going to finish this off camera. Like when I feel like I need to concentrate.
To do it, that'd be fair.
But yeah, I just basically added like one leaf here and one
Mhm.
leaf here. I
I
haven't
can't
really.
wait to. I can't wait to see the end though.
Yeah, I'll
That'd be so
finish it off camera. But
cool.
I went to see you and same.
What's
What's
I
the
think that's her uni.
Covenant
Oh,
University?
Covenant. These
Oh,
guys, that might have even
went
been
to
worse
Covenant
than
University and
this.
same. Only thing I learned is the word of God. It is well.
I'm actually see because I literally was about to say I feel like this one would even have been worse. Like we're talking about Unilag, but I feel like see would have been worse. Hey, sorry, my dear. Is it the word of God?
What?
See, that's what they argue with to deal with the world.
Oh my
There you
God. Oh, that killed me, please.
go. That actually
That's
killed
so
me.
funny. Yeah.
Well,
Thank you guys
thank
for
you.
for the question.
Take a selfie of
Yay! Take a selfie?
yeah, like a screenshot rather of this.
Oh yeah, now. But you have to. Do you want me to do it? Because your face is off.
Oh
Put your
yeah.
side. Oh, yay! Ah, did I take it? Yeah, I did. I take another one. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you to all of you that joined.
Thank you, Chigozie.
Thank you, Fina. It's just fun.
Bye.
Bye.